So in order for me to do any more work with this ST build, I need to clean this garage up because it's looking kind of gross in here. So let's get to work. Well, I'll say that turned out pretty well. All right, so today is the day that we made the two back together. So I got the part in I need, got the slave cylinder in this bag here. Came 2 days early, which is great. Thanks and shout out to you, Rock Auto, for getting this here. Expedited, I guess, but I mean, it just got here early. Anyway, let's go ahead and start getting this stuff put together here. All right, so first and foremost, got the slave cylinder here. It's nice. Comes already with this locking pin. Don't want to lose that. What we're going to do, take out these bolts and install it. You don't have to be too tight because they're small bolts, so don't go snugging them down real tight. All right, so now this is ready to be put over there on the engine. So let's go do that. All right, so I got the two, made it. I just have to do a little bit of configuring to get it to sit right. So now it's sitting right. I gotta put the bolts in, and the transmission engine mating will be complete. All right, so right now I'm draining the oil out. I need to buy some more of that. That's the brake-in oil, because I don't want. I mean, I could use it again, but I don't want to damage the new clutch disc by getting oil on it if the engine flops this way. So I'm gonna wait to get that oil, so I'm gonna drain this like I said, and past this I'm probably gonna end here for the work tonight. And I kind of started this stuff kind of late in the afternoon when that slave cylinder arrived, so I will get started with this first thing tomorrow evening. Stay focused. All right, so I'm getting ready to put transmission and engine back in the car over there. Right now, I'm working on tightening the bolts for the transmission using the good old torque wrench here. And I'm going to torque the bolts for the transmission to 35 foot-pounds, and I should be good to go. So let's bring you in tight so you can listen to this torque sound. All right, so let's go install this bad boy over on the car now. I'll get the last two bolts down at the bottom when I get the transmission suspended in the engine bay. Alright, so I finally got this thing wrestled in here. What I'm doing now is getting the transmission mount on, and then I'll start working on the passenger side mount. Technically need this. All right, so that side is good for now. Now we'll go over here and deal with this side. Now that I have that in place over there, I can come back here and readjust this to where I need it so that I can line the bolts up and pretty much get the engine in the transmission and the engine bay under its own power, on the own weight, on the brackets. Anyway, let me go grab that stuff and I'll turn you back on. Stay focused. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to readjust this bracket here. I can get the engine and transmission in. This is your passenger side mount, and as a side note, this mount is usually the one that gives a lot of the vibration. If your car has a lot of vibration in it, change this mount and it should reduce that nasty vibration that you get in your engine. So let's go ahead and readjust this now that the other side is done. Put one bolt down here to keep it from going forward. Just to lock it in place. Acts as, like, you know, a secondary hand, because I do a lot of this work myself. Actually, all of it. Just like that. Then I can go over here and drop the load a little bit. Then drop the bolt. Bring you so you can see what I'm working on. Just bolt down in here. All right, and we'll do this one just for giggles right now. And now I should be able to drop the engine and transmission fully in without any problems. So let's find out. I would say that's successful. Oh, this came off. Ooh, that's scary. It's time for some new clips of these. Can't be having that. Right, so there you have it. You got the engine and transmission reinstalled on the Focus. For this process, it's not very hard. I did this by myself. Just, you just gotta do some finagling. You want to make sure you get this bracket in first before you put on your transmission mount. Otherwise, it's all for nothing. You're gonna have to take it off again to get the bracket in. There's no way to do that after the fact. You have to pull it up like I had to do it. Get your brackets on this side, or mounting brackets for your engine side put in, and you're good to go. You can drop that engine and transmission into place just like you see here, and you can start moving on to your next things. Okay, so what are we going to do next? I'm going to go ahead and put on the oh my gosh, starter, because I don't want to have any access or dirt and grime getting in there from all this high winds we have here in the city. And we are good to go from there.